Breaking news, Philip Esformes, a Zionist Jewish businessman from Florida who pulled off the biggest healthcare fraud in U.S. history, ripping off over $1 billion from Medicare and Medicaid with fake bills at his nursing home. He blew the cash on luxury cars, $500,000 watch, college bribes for his kid, and payoffs to officials. He got convicted in 2019 and was sentenced to 20 years in prison. But in December 2020, Trump commuted his sentence, letting him walk free, all thanks to heavy lobbying from Jewish groups like the Aleph Institute. He has Jared Kushner connections and GOP power players. Crazy to me, when it's people like this, we don't hear much about it. What happened to law and order? Where's the energy that the right has for the Somali community and their daycare fraud? Why are they not attacking Donald Trump for allowing this man to walk free after stealing over $1 billion from the U.S. government?
That's crazy because I don't even believe whatever the Somalis, not to say that it was right, but they didn't do $1 billion, right? The Somalis didn't even hit $1 billion yet, at least from their fraud. So basically, if a group of people can be in trouble for doing fraud all throughout something, then sure enough, one person stealing more. I would like to know how much more. Let's see if he mentioned it.
What, he's not garbage? He shouldn't be in jail? So long for the law and order president, right? I guess it's law and order when it suits their beliefs, because the hypocrites are losing their minds right now over the $250 million Minnesota daycare fraud, 5 times smaller, blaming Somali immigrants, calling them garbage from hellhole countries.
Well, two things could be true at one time. However, for them to have 250 million, if that number is right, let's check it out. 1 billion. Earlier this month, the SBA determined that numerous Somali nonprofits indicted as part of a $1 billion pandemic fraud scandal in Minnesota received PPP. Oh, that's PPP loans. I don't think that's what I don't know if that's what they was talking about. Total at least 2.5 million, including so where the 250 came out from? Saying Minnesota Somali social services scammers may have stolen $9 billion, nearly Somali's entire economy. Basically, they stole Somali. I'm saying nearly $9 billion. It accounts for roughly half of the $18 billion in total federal funds provided to Minnesota. I don't know if those numbers are right. If we're talking about if Minnesota got federal funds of $18 billion, how on earth did they get half of that? By comparison to the $9 billion figure, Somalia's entire GDP was under $12 billion last year. Yeah, so how does that go? I don't think that's just Somalians. I don't believe that. I think it's more to it, and it's a lot of American people that's in there in cahoots with them. Not to say that they didn't do something, but they did something. Every day a new $50 million fraud scheme. Yeah, that's insane. I don't know if whatever he was saying was 100% true. Don't know about that.
With Trump, Elon Musk, Laura Loomer, and the whole right-wing mob screaming for deportations and trashing Minnesota as a fraud dump. Total outrage when it's brown immigrants in a blue state. But for Esformes and a bunch of other connected Jewish fraudsters who stole hundreds of millions and got Trump's mercy through the same powerful networks, dead silence. No name-calling, no fury, just free passes for their insider friends. That's a disgusting double standard that proves their law and order talk is total fake. Fraud only matters when it fits their political agenda and goals.
That's a fact. And I'm glad people are starting to wake up to that.